The VMI experience is very problem-based, so what was put in front of us were problems that were applicable to our lives and things that happen in the environment around us. The way that we teach changed. So instead of teacher giving content and telling kids what to do, how to think, how to get an answer, it was really as teacher as facilitator. So facilitating learning, putting problems in front of kids, getting them to that zone of proximal development, asking the right questions at the right times that didn't give them answers, but forced them to be able to think for themselves.
I would say the VMI builds their program as though you were yourself a math student. So I think the biggest impact it had on my teaching is just understanding the value of asking questions, encouraging the learner to get to solutions on their own, the importance of building a foundation for number before moving forward to other parts of math learning, and just understanding as a student how to learn math so that I can then bring it back to my classroom.
It completely changed the way I structure my classroom. I went from direct instruction teacher to now I use a me, we, us approach. So students experience a new problem on their own, try and access prior learning and get their ideas out there on their own before they work with a teammate or a small group, and then we go full class for consolidation.
It gave me a chance to think in a vertical way about math, to think about how kids learn math, and it really helped me as an elementary school teacher think about those foundational skills and how they kind of work together to build to larger concepts and also for the students down the road.
So my students have benefited from my deeper understanding of math concepts through pictures, number lines, equation works. These concepts that I am teaching them now connect as they're learning and they go up through the grades. I give my students the grace of time to let them explore how to solve problems and how they can use different strategies and find a strategy that works for them. I also use number talks and turn and talk with a partner, which was fostered in VMI. And this aids my students in their understanding. And I also feel like kids can learn from kids. And they, oh, that's how you did that. I see that now, type of conversation.
I think that what I learned at VMI helped me to really hone in on conceptual understanding and reasoning, and I've seen that my students are doing more of that in their work. They're able to do more with reasoning about problems and figuring out why they need to do something instead of just knowing the formula and using a formula all the time. That's one of the biggest things I've noticed with them. I've also seen a lot of growth just in in-class assessments and STAR data and stuff like that. Throughout the course of the school year, students are making growth every year.
You know, my instructional practices have changed a lot, but also my mindset towards teaching math. So during VMI, I was really put in a position of being a math learner and struggling with math for the first time ever. And that put me in the mindset of my students who might struggle with math and it not be so easy for them. So as far as my instructional practices, I've differentiated a lot more. I've been able to implement low floor, high ceiling problems so that every kid has an entry point. And that's been really important to me in my teaching since having had the experience of struggling with math.
But asking kids questions that kind of guide them without guiding them too much to get the answer right away. And then my action research, which you have to do in the final year of VMI, was around number sense and daily number talks and how that helps students. And since coming here to Montgomery, I've been in a lot of the classrooms and helping with win time and math class whenever I can in between interventions. And I've taught some teachers about number talks, and that's really helped the students.